Hello, it's Maria. I'm a reporter here with WDW Magazine, here to take you on another magical escape. Today, I am coming to you from my stateroom here aboard the Disney Magic, where I am on a Halloween on the High Seas sailing. It's the first night of this Halloween on the High Seas sailing. I am about to cover everything Halloween related here on this sailing. But first, I am heading down to the atrium. Tonight is night one, and we are kicking things off with the pumpkin tree lighting.
It is a very special kind of tree, you see. It blooms only one night of the year, on Halloween. My favorite is the legend of Sleepy Hollow. One cold October night, a certain Dutchman called Crave was heading to his home in the hollow nearby. The Headless Horseman continues to roam the roads near Tarrytown on dark nights. From that day to this. Lucky for us, the horseman can't swim. Or can he? Wake up!
That was totally unexpected. I just finished up watching the pumpkin tree lighting, and some cast members came through and asked me to move out of the way because there was a special surprise coming. An unannounced meet and greet by the Sanderson sisters just took place in the atrium here. If you go to a pumpkin tree lighting, maybe you'll have that same luck. I waited just 12 minutes in the line. I got their autograph cards and everything. This was totally unplanned and a really fun surprise to be able to see them on the first night.
I'm here at Preludes right now. That's the little area you can get some popcorn and some drinks and candy before you watch one of the Broadway-style shows or a movie in the Walt Disney Theater. And these are all of the different Halloween-themed sippers and popcorn buckets that you can purchase here aboard the 2025 Halloween on the High Seas cruises. This is what they'll have across the entire line of ships here on Disney Cruise Line. And like I said, you can get drinks and popcorn in these different containers, all themed for the Halloween, available throughout the entire voyage, not just on the Halloween trick-or-treating night.
Here in the Cove Cafe, at all of the dining locations like Cabanas and up on deck, all of the little signs all say Happy Halloween and have Mini Witch on them, which is so cute. But they actually have some of them themed here. These are all complimentary. You can ask for any of these treats, whether you are getting a coffee or not here in Cove Cafe, but they have an orange chocolate cupcake themed to Halloween. They also have Halloween on the High Seas themed coffee drinks in here in Cove Cafe. A Hocus Matcha, a s'more shake, and a spooky spiced brew. And look at that, they come themed with the different colors too. For Halloween themed food offering here, I've got two of them right here in front of me. We've got a pumpkin cupcake on the left and a brownie on the right. That's just a classic brownie, but look at how cute. They've themed these to Halloween. These are both from Cabanas. I'm here at the regular lunch service. And like I said about Cove Cafe too, you can grab these just as part of your paid for cruise. None of this is at an additional cost, and they really did a cute job at theming these things. There were also so many different arts and crafts and activities that we could have done that were Halloween themed on the sailing. This is one that I did with my mom. We made little trick-or-treat bags. It was open to all ages. It was actually in the kids club, and they gave you these really cool markers and different stickers that you could have put things on. I themed mine to dinosaur, but there were several different activities that you could have made Halloween crafts throughout the sailing. This is just the one that we picked.
It's officially the night of the Halloween party here on the Disney Magic. I'm up on deck 10 right now, getting ready for Mickey's Mousquerade party. Tonight is the big night, the big costume and trick-or-treating night. I had early dining, so I just came from dinner. I am here at Mickey's Mousquerade party up here on deck now, and then I will head to do my trick-or-treating. So we are kicking things off here. This is technically night 2 of my sailing that the big Halloween party is during. So we're gonna see the show first and then head to the trick-or-treating, and I'll talk you through all of this.
Hi, everybody. Gosh, looks like we've made it. Talk about ghoulishly good timing. And wow, great job on all the costumes. Can you join in on the sprinkler?
Sorcerer Maria reporting for duty here tonight. I am heading down to start trick-or-treating here aboard the Disney Magic. I will get a trick-or-treat bag. There are 4 different trick-or-treat locations that I can hit up tonight. I'm going to take you along to a few of them with me to show you what it's all about, to show you what the bag looks like. First, I'm heading down to the atrium to get some pictures. The pumpkin tree that was lit last night stays lit for the entirety of the cruise. So if you donned a costume, if you and your family donned costumes, the atrium would be a great spot to grab some photos of you all decked out in your Halloween best. I'm still in line here at the D Lounge. Here's a look at this year's bag. It's got really cute Disney Halloween party things on it and some ads for different Disney Channel things on there as well. There are 4 total stops here aboard the Magic for trick-or-treating. Here in the D Lounge is stop number 2. There are definitely lines for all the trick-or-treat stops, but so far they've literally been between 2 and 3 minutes. Not a long wait at all. Every stop does have a trick-or-treat bag, as they have right here. Hello, happy Halloween. So you can grab a bag at any stop. You don't have to go out of your way to grab a bag. 2 stops in here, and this bag's already pretty heavy. I went through the first stop twice, actually. It's just like Mickey's Not So Scary or Oogie Boogie. You can go through the line as many times as you want. Trick-or-treating is only 30 minutes long, though, during the Halloween party, so I recommend starting right at the time that it starts. People are so creative. He has a "You May Get Wet" sign, and they're all wearing Splash Mountain shirts. They're in the log flume. These costumes are awesome. He's proud of it, too. I was up on deck 4 to start this trick-or-treating. This, all the way down this hallway, is the line for trick-or-treating. Hey, happy Halloween, dude. Is the line. Whoa, we're still going here. Almost out into the atrium here for the trick-or-treating at the Soul Cat. Look at this line. This is really long. The other 2 took me 2 minutes to get through. This one definitely would not take 2 minutes. So I think right now, for strategy purposes, this is still going all the way through. That is wild to me. I think for strategy purposes, I'm going to check on how the one at Fathoms might be. So I decided to wait in the line here at Fathoms. It was the right call. This was, again, only about 3 minutes long. I don't know what's going on at the Soul Cat Lounge. It's all the same candy at all of these different trick-or-treat stops. And like I said, there are 4 of them. 2 of them technically upstairs from me right now on deck 4 and 2 of them downstairs on deck 3. They opened the ones upstairs. I started on deck 4 a little actually before 8:30. My trick-or-treat time was at the 8:30. So maybe check. They might open it a little bit early, and that got me through twice already. I'm already here on my 3rd stop. I'm hitting the Walt Disney Theater again, but I just went through Soul Cat and the line was only 2 minutes. So I don't know what was happening earlier, but it calmed down.
I'm here right now in the D Lounge for one of the Halloween on the High Seas special offerings. The Anyone Can Cook seminar this sailing is a Halloween spider cake. Right now in front of us, a chef is showing us step by step how to make this Halloween inspired dessert. In case you want to make it at home, I am going to let the chef take it away.
This 5 to 7 to make for the day. This is a pudding. If you use the cover chore, you have to be tempered. Temper the chocolate. You melt the chocolate and have cool down.
this is a very, very full anyone can cook seminar because it's part of the Halloween on the High Seas offerings. So if you're planning on going to any of the Halloween on the High Seas offerings, the pumpkin tree lighting, the deck show, this anyone can cook seminar, anything, get there early if you want a really, really good spot because they're definitely crowded. This is the whole draw of the sailing. Make sure that you get there early to get a good spot. And the cool thing about this is once the chef is done showing us exactly how this is made, we're all going to get to taste the spider cake. So we're getting to taste test just the cake portion of the spider cake, but the chef's actually assembling the two other little elements that make it look like a spider. I'll show you that in a second, but this is just the spider's body, will you have it, with the frosting and the filling and the chocolate mousse portion. It is the final night of my cruise right now. It's almost dinner time. Because it's the final night before I start to cry, I feel like this is the best time to talk about the Halloween on the High Seas offerings because I kind of saw and did it all at this point since I'm almost finished here, but don't worry, I'm still repping it here on my shirt. I am a family with a family of 4 adults on this cruise. So you will also notice that my reviews kind of reflect that. Is the Disney-esque stuff of the Halloween on the High Seas something that adults could enjoy? I can also be a good sounding board for that too. I'm also a huge Disney fan, obviously. So if you do have kids, don't worry, I went to all the activities that are meant for the kids and I can give you a review on that as well. So let's start with the pumpkin tree lighting. I loved that. That was so well done. There was a show element to that. The caretaker came out, told us a little bit of the story. He was fantastic, the actor who did it. I loved the makeup and I loved the little light show that they did. Like I said, definitely stand on the ground level for that one. The obviously really big, really huge Halloween offering on the sailing was the Halloween party night. There was a deck party up on deck that had all of the Disney characters come out. It was really a dance party. I was honestly expecting something that had a little bit more of a story element to it. The characters came out in their Halloween costumes. They all had a little dance moment. It was kind of long. It was kind of like 40 minutes long of DJ and dancing. It really was just a glorified DJ dance party. I expected there to be a story element to it like there was to the pumpkin tree lighting. It's just a dance party. So if you like the pirate night parties that have a little bit more of a story to them up on deck, that's not what this is. That's not what this is. Very cute though, and all of the kids and everybody in their Halloween costumes had a great time. The highlight of the Halloween night though, of course, was the ship-wide trick-or-treating at the 4 different locations. I got so much candy, and being that there were only 4 stops and you could go through as many times as you want in a half-hour period, I collected just as much, if not more candy, than I ever did at Mickey's Not So Scary and Oogie Boogie Bash last year, and I felt like I was kind of going through those treat stops like a lot, and I felt like I spent a lot of time doing it. This was in a 30-minute period, and I thought, how much candy are you really going to get in a half hour? And I got a full bag of candy that I am bringing home after this sailing. I didn't count the pieces, but there's very, very little headspace in my bag for any more candy. And there were lots of things like down to the themed napkins, Halloween on the High Seas, that you could have gotten with any of the alcoholic beverages here on board, whether they were Halloween themed or not. The popcorn buckets, the sippers over at the theater going into both of the stage shows and the movie theater. You could have purchased any of those extra Halloween on the High Seas or just Halloween themed Disney buckets and sippers as well. Up in Cove Cafe, which is the adults only area, they had several specialty drink options that you could have ordered in there that were all Halloween themed. They also had in the complimentary area, and you don't have to purchase this if you're 18 plus on the Halloween on the High Seas, go into Cove Cafe, purchasing anything or not. They have a little pastry area. It almost looks like you would have to buy the stuff that's in there. You don't. It's all complimentary. And they had a couple Halloween themed desserts in there. I actually got the chocolate orange cupcake with my coffee this morning. That thing was like way more like a brownie than it was a cupcake, and it had a really subtle orange flavor that came in after. That was really nice little bite to have with my cold brew this morning. It was really fantastic, and so was the cold brew. Up in Cabanas, they had really cute desserts throughout the different lunch offerings. They had a pumpkin cupcake one day. They had a brownie that was decorated with like googly crazy monster eyes on it another day. So lots of different Halloween touches throughout the sailing, not just on the Halloween night. Everybody's also dressed in their Halloween best. All of the shops are featuring the Halloween merchandise. Again, not just on Halloween night, but every night. And like I said, everyone's dressed in Halloween outfits. Not full costumes, but like Halloween outfits the entirety of the sailing, because we are celebrating Halloween on the High Seas here. I really think kids would go nuts for that deck party. I absolutely think that, especially in the costumes, that's something you shouldn't miss if you have kids on the trick-or-treating evening. And I think that adults and kids alike would really love the pumpkin tree lighting. That was really, really cool in the atrium. It was probably one of my favorite offerings. And before I wrap this up though, I also can't forget to mention the Halloween themed character meet and greets. I had a great experience with the Sanderson sisters meet and greet that I talked a little bit about after the pumpkin tree lighting. But I got to see them do the little show of them coming down the steps. They did it to the Hocus Pocus music. I got to see that show several times throughout the sailing just from walking through the atrium. Even if you don't want to meet them and you're a Halloween on the High Seas sailing, definitely go see the Sanderson sisters like come out if you're here on the Disney Magic especially, because they do a really cute show element with it too that you don't have to wait in line to see. Literally, I walked up 20 seconds before it was about to start and had a front row view to it, and I was able to see them. I got pictures of them, not with them, of them. And if, like I said, if you just want to see the characters dressed as the Sanderson sisters, that is a really, really great way to do it. In addition to the Sanderson sisters, all of the characters were in their Halloween costumes on the Halloween party night, so you could have also met Mickey and Pluto and Goofy and all of them as well if you're a big character person. And that is going to do it for me here aboard the Disney Magic during a 2025 Halloween on the High Seas sailing. Have you ever been on a Halloween on the High Seas sailing? If you have, leave us a comment down below. I would love to hear what you thought about it. How much candy did you get? And what was your costume? I did Sorcerer Mickey. What did you go as? Leave me a comment down below. We would love to hear from you. And a reminder that this and all of our videos are brought to you by WDW Magazine. Link is down in the video description to subscribe. A reminder that, again, my name is Maria. Thank you so much for following along with me here on Halloween on the High Seas, sailing on Disney Cruise Line. And I will see you in the next magical escape.
Start your WDW Magazine membership and escape to Walt Disney World every single month. This large format, glossy magazine is filled with tips, secrets, history, and so much more. Become a member and don't miss another month of magic.